We know that in today's session, people have been watching Pelham as they traded shares worth over $400,000 today with news of a possible buyout by TM. If you can just tell us a little bit about what's going on in the sector and particularly with furniture manufacturers and retail.
Thank you. The TN Financial TN Holding Group has been quite aggressively trying to diversify its operations. They began as a asset management, growing into a bank, and they've grown their business or on the furniture branch network when they bought out Tedco, and now they are looking to diversify into the electrical consumables products, and they initially they'd done a deal of about 350 million shares, and we have recently seen another deal going through the market for 59 million shares. It could be another TN transaction where they're trying to diversify their operations.
All right, what we're also seeing on the market is some of the larger blue chip stocks down, subdued, looking at Delta, for instance. Is this the trend at the end of the year, just bearish sentiment and not much volumes, not much movement?
Yeah, it is mainly to do with bearish sentiments, you can say. And also, the trend is the market is has tended to be a buyer's market, with special deals tending to be done at lower than market prices. Today we did see about 7 million Delta shares going through at 70 cents where the market price from the previous close was 71. So it could be the bearish sentiment as well as being a buyer's market for now.
I mean, year to date, Tinashe, the industrial index is down 7%. The mining index is down 59%. Obviously, that's a lot to do with indigenization and just uncertainty as to what some of these reforms entail. What does it mean for stock exchange recovery in 2012?
I think the mining sector has been bedeviled by a lot of factors in the year. Firstly, it was the indigenization news. Now, there has been another factor pulling it down, the Rio Zim issue, where they failed to pass the resolution to restructure their debt, which has seen it drop by 38% from 45% last week to 28% at the close of trading today. And unless we get a clearer picture on how Rio is going to deal with its debt issues, we might see it continue dropping, which would not be a pleasant sight for the mining index going into 2012.
Okay, it does also have another ominous factor, which is the elections, which we might see next year pending a referendum. The political uncertainty, how does that impact on investors' willingness to come into the Zimbabwean market?
Well, the elections in 2012 are a key issue as they hold on the largest part of the political risk in Zimbabwe. We have seen the governor, the Minister of Finance, budgeting for a referendum in 2012, paving way for an election, which will probably happen in the last quarter or the beginning of 2018. So we might still see a lot of uncertainty in the first half of the year as to the direction of the political scenario. But it is to note that this current state cannot go beyond 2018 when the parliament that currently sitting will expire.
All right, what does this mean for Zimbabwean companies? Because obviously they need to expand, they need to grow, and they need to attract investment. Some of the banks and the mining stocks are going to struggle with regards to the provisions for indigenization and the 51% that they must make allocations for. What about the sectors that are not directly impacted?
The sectors, I think, as an economy, everyone will feel the pinch of this delay. One of the biggest challenges in the Zim economy now is liquidity and most of and foreign direct investment. So unless the political scenario is sorted, we might see the dwindling of investments coming through to Zim, which will then affect the performance of all the other sectors as they are interlinked in a way.